Do you only do online dating?
Do I only do online dating?
Yeah. Because these are these
No.
like typical things that happen with online dating because you haven't met somebody in person. So it's also like, do I want to invest my time in somebody that's possibly like not interesting to me at all? And like when you're, and it's a very online dating thing. And like I know a lot of people do online dating nowadays, and
Hmm.
I tried it a few times.
Hmm.
It's not really my thing. Because I think the flakiness also comes from that. You have no idea who this person. You didn't even meet them. You don't know if there's any chemistry. And if you already met somebody, then at least you know more. And
I'm
it will,
not. But see, the thing is I'm not saying anything about the not the canceling part is not the issue. It's like making up like reasons that aren't necessarily the truth that I think are and then it's because the thing is if you say, "Oh, I can't make it right now," right? Or like, I don't something came up and I'll get back to you," right? This person may be thinking, okay, so they're going to get back to me in a couple days and we'll just reschedule because things come up. But if that's not what you really mean, then it's like dragging something out for the other person that doesn't even necessarily need to be. You know what I mean? Like you could just say, don't, like right now, I just met someone. I'm kind of into them. I want to see how that goes. And, maybe someone won't want to be the second choice or whatever. But really, if they haven't even met you first or whatever, then I don't know. I just, I'm like more a fan of just being honest. You know what I mean? Like,
true, true. Yeah, it should be better. But still, it can happen though, because I also had it that I was honest with people like that. And then, but that was mostly with guys I already went on like
mhm,
one or two dates with. And then you would say, like, oh, I met somebody else.
mhm.
And then you still get like the late night DMs. And
Well, you can't fault
it's
somebody for
like,
for checking in,
is
right?
it just like a friend like request or
Yeah,
what's going on?
yeah, yeah. Okay. Um,
I'm curious because I think like do you pick up the honeys in the club or
do I pick up the honeys in the club? Not. I mean,
because you do a lot of online dating, I think, right? Or a lot.
yeah, yeah.
You a
I mean, I
serious?
guess I do. I guess I do. But I mean, I meet people in clubs as well. Like, or not really through other people or anything like that. But yeah, it's either in the clubs. But the whole reason that I started doing the online dating
Why
thing
did you start? That's an interesting
was
question.
to stop meeting people only in the clubs.
What's wrong with meeting people in the club?
Well, at the time when I first started doing it, I was in clubs like
Yeah, a lot.
5 or 6 nights a week.
Yeah.
Because either, like, I was working in one club, I was there from Wednesday through Saturday, right? And
Yeah.
then, back in Philly, like, like, if you worked in the industry, you did most of your things, like your personal going out or whatever, on like Sundays and Mondays,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know. So I practically be out every night, and then you only meeting club people and only people in the service industry most of the time. You know what I mean? So I wanted to meet people who did other things and had other interests, and you know what I mean? Like, so that's why I did it, so that I could meet people that I wasn't coming in contact with any other way.
Yeah, yeah. All right, all right.
And I have to say that I met some amazing, amazing people as well. But I think also when you meet people in clubs, especially if you work in a club, they think of you as the club person. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
so, and and then they just kind of put you in that box. You know what I mean?
True, but
So
like the online dating also kind of has like the whole forced thing because you're gonna look for people who have like the same interest as you and blah blah, and it also can be like very forced because I mean you never know who you're gonna like. Like sometimes like you start to like somebody you think you would never even like get a crush on, and like it, that's what I don't like about the whole online dating. It's like, oh, we like this, we both like that. Ugh. It's very forced.
Is that
Like,
forced?
well, like in the way that like it doesn't really, uh, because it's still like you need to get to know somebody. It's like it's and
Yeah, you.
like, oh, I'm also interested in this kind of music. Oh, I'm also interested like in doing this when I'm like don't work.
Mhm.
But like that's still so broad. Like it doesn't say anything basically.
Yeah, but the idea is not to get to know them online. This is like to me
True, but like then what are you looking for?
it's the initial point of contact.
But still, that's online contact. Or you mean like the first date?
No, no, not the first date. It's the point where you come in contact with the person. So like you see them, you're like they're. It's the same thing as if you saw them in a supermarket or whatever, right? You'd be like,
But then you see somebody, you see how somebody moves, you hear their voice, you hear like the kind of subtleties in how they talk about certain things. Like these are very like, like big, or at least for me, like how
mhm,
people use their language, how they use their body, how they look at me when they talk. These are
mhm,
very big things. And like online, it's just, I mean, you can have a fun conversation with basically anybody online.
mhm.
I mean, also kind of in real life. But like, you don't get to know, like, and that was for me a bit the thing that I was online. Like, you never, I need to see a person. Like,
Yeah.
that's basically it. And, ugh, this online dating thing, I don't know. I'm so done with that shit.
No, but the point is just that all you really determining if you meet someone online is if you want to meet them. This is really all it should be. Do I want to meet this person? And then when you meet them, then you start like, this is what they look like, this is what they smell like, this is how they interact with other people around them. You know what I mean? Like that's when you find
Mhm.
out like um and I mean I don't go into any of these things with expectations, you know what I mean?
No, no, no. That's
There
always.
are plenty of people that I've talked to a little bit online. Then we met, we hung out for an hour or two, and then we never spoke again. Like,
Yeah.
and I think this is understood. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is kind of the way it works. We didn't really click, it didn't vibe, you know what I mean? And that's pretty much the end of it. I think there's no harm in that part of it, right? Now, I understand you may be irresistible. And once someone comes in contact with you, they can't help but, I have to see this girl again. Like, you know what I mean? I want to stick my fingers in these
Who the
hoops
fuck is
right
that
here.
tall,
And like, huh?
this tall Dutch blonde?
Huh?
Said, who the fuck is this tall Dutch blonde?
Yeah, you know, this is, I mean, I guess I've been through this as well as someone like continuing to contact with me, but for the most part, like I think this is more of a maybe a woman's experience because I think dudes will like tend to um they'll go by like even if we aren't connected, I'm gonna still see if I can hit it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
I mean, girls do it too.
yeah, I was just about to say, girls do that shit too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then you know what I mean? And then people start going through their phone when nothing's happening, and then this is when let me just at least throw out a little,
Hey, what's up? You up? Yeah.
yeah, come on, man. You know what it is. Come on, man.
Yeah. Been there.
Yeah. I know, like, yeah, come on. You know how it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So.